What is up, guys? Rick here with another live stream, and well, today with Holo campaign. Actually, I already started setting up all of the stuff a little bit, so we are probably going to clear it today. I noticed that another guy from my server has actually cleared it, so that probably means we are going to have quite an easy time because the distance between me and the rest of my server quite big actually, so should work out fairly well. I see a few people already here. Yasin, Meg, Dorogon, Hakan, Omniton are all here, so welcome to the stream. Let's hope we have a good time today with some nice clears, and also let's hope there are not too many Valkyries because, well, I am not really equipped to deal with those. I set up the DTV though. The thing is though, yeah, we have good attacks. 47 million is not bad at all. Good stats also, of course, but like we have no divine power on him, so bit less damage than usual. We still have a bunch of other heroes though, so I guess we are still in a decent position. Martin Zay, welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's just start. I assume let's just see. We'll have to set up the team anyway for the first stage, but it will give us a good idea of what is happening here. So what are we looking at? Looking at a Wraec, we're looking at Saya, a bit of an assassin burst on the second half, and a bit of warrior on the first one. Not too insane actually. I guess we're just going to go in there. Toro, welcome. How are we going to do this? So definitely not going to do the second team like this. This doesn't make much sense. I think we're going to remove the ATD, going to remove the LDA as well, and oh my god, those are loading times. Yeah, this is looking good. This is something I want to see, and then we probably use the Starwing Jara as well. I'm going to swap those two. And the question is, who else do we put in there? I kind of want to use the HHA here. I'm probably going to move this guy to the back row. Yes, Samurai. Armor break and crit damage scale with Destiny damage boost. Well, the thing with armor break is, armor break does not really provide damage. It's not really adding to your damage. What it does is like it keeps the enemy from reducing your damage with armor. So there isn't really destiny scaling to that in that sense. If the enemy has 0 armor, your armor break has 0 effect. So it's not a damage buff in that sense. Crit damage is a damage buff though. So the crit damage is multiplied with the destiny damage boost. Yeah. Your team will still crush. I think so too. We're going to see the HHA a little bit, though I reckon the TBB is going to do most of the work, and on the other team we have DTV and we have LFA together with Star Alchemist Tom Xiang, so we're running a very damaging combo here. Cores look semi-decent. I reckon we just go in, just going to take a look at that. Not too many stages today, we'll have like 30 stages. Oh god, this Star Alchemist Tom Xiang nearly destroyed them. Okay, it's going to be way faster than I thought, because if my Star Alchemist Tom Xiang can destroy this stage, he does not have GK. Yeah, so okay, this is going to be a fast clear. Yeah. How much does an A- SSM cost in euros? Oh, I have no idea, mate. It depends like on the price of the copy. And on the price of the Starry Gems, obviously, that you buy. So, yeah. Zai is overpowered. Why is he with Espen? He's not the best PvE hero, necessarily. Like, he's not doing huge damage in PvE. We could swap him down there, given that we have, like, 2 insane damage dealers here already. This team is more of a CC one. We have DGN in here, though. So I reckon the first team is a bit more bursty. I thought using this against Valkyr, if we face a Valkyr wave, and then maybe the bottom team more of a CC team. Did you get Twine immunity on Star Alchemist Tom Xiang yet? I did. We currently have Hunter's Focus, Twine immunity, Holy Damage Armor, if I remember correctly. So quite good, actually. And we had in the meantime, we had one roll with GK and Taunt immunity, which was also quite fun. But now, actually, with the Twine immunity, we can face TBB teams way better. And I'm currently developing a team that we can use to be a bit more competitive in PvP. I still struggle a bit against enemy TBBs and want to get rid of that. So we have to see about that and have to see how well that works. So TBB is so strong we don't need to change anything. At the moment, this seems actually quite weak. Like this seems way easier than 4. Like if you check out the last stream we did on Holo Campaign, it's a while back, Holo Campaign 4, you will see that those enemies were way more difficult. This is basically a joke. On 4, I remember that one of the biggest problems we had was that we weren't able to clear the enemies within 15 rounds. This was one of the biggest problems we had. Keep that in mind. One of the biggest problems was we weren't able to clear within 15 rounds on Island 4. And we weren't that much weaker back then. And the thing was, it was balanced like Island 6 Void Campaign. Yeah. Which was insanity. Like, no wonder people from my server can clear this. If that is the power level we are looking at here. So yeah, this is probably like current Island 6 Void Campaign, I would say. From the HP values, this should probably be alright. The former Island 4 was balanced like pre-nerf Island 6 Void Campaign. The nerf was insane. Like, you have to imagine, we had in Void Campaign on Island 6, we already saw E plus 14 health, which we never saw again, even till the end of Void Island 7. That was the level of insanity. And that's why people like Jesus were stuck there. I was stuck there for so long. Hello Nico, welcome to the stream. What are your thoughts on Patricia? Son of a gun, I didn't really look at her at all, to be honest. I didn't do much about Patricia. I built her though. There are the legendary Core of Origin charts. Yesterday made a video about it. Yeah, no idea what to do with those, to be honest. Transpat will be meta shifting. I thought about making her an S tier. I thought about that. Wasn't quite sure if I wanted to do that, really. There is like an A+ copy that I could buy and make her an S tier, but switching my account around. Building an S tier for a hero I don't even know the skills of. Difficult. It's good for content, but not the wise decision otherwise. Oh, I said that only one time, NX Cakes. I'll never say it again. I just wanted to let you know how it would feel if I said your name correctly, and now I will never do that again. Fully intentional. Should I switch my Tree of Origin to Vesa to a Betty? Vesa doesn't have a nice Tree of Origin. Like, really doesn't. Betty, I don't like the Tree of Origin either, but she's just a better hero, more damage dealer style. She can do more with Divine Power than Ferrokin Vesa can. So that is a bit of the advantage there. What will you do when you hit 10k subs? I will be very happy in terms of things that I will do, like specials or something like that people do. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I will do something like that. At least I don't have any good ideas for that. Some people do giveaways. I don't really like giveaways. So, yeah. Is GKTBB strong? Yeah, in a way she is. Like mine is a GKTBB, actually. She can do some damage in PvE. I cleared 1 or 2 waves in Void Campaign with her. It's not too bad, actually. It's not like some other heroes that mostly do damage in PvP. She's good in both, in PvE and PvP, so it's not bad at all. To be honest, you're saying Nikos did seem weird. It is, right? It is a bit weird. 40k gems enough for CNY. I have no information on CNY. Account giveaway. I was offered that a few times. So it's not like I didn't have the opportunity to do an account giveaway. I actually got offered accounts by people to do giveaways. And I didn't do it. I think Barry gave them away in the end or something like that. I have no idea. I decided against it. I don't want to do giveaways. Like, not because I don't want to give you guys stuff. That would be alright. But I hate the thought of people subscribing to my channel because they want to compete in some kind of giveaway. And then never watching the videos again. Like, that's financially absolutely a smart decision if I went for that. Like, I could get probably a bunch of subscribers out of just making a giveaway with 10k Starry Gems or something like that. And it would be a good decision, but I don't want to do it. It's like more of a mentality thing. I just want you guys to subscribe because you want to see the content. So that's like the thing. Also, she's good as a second main hero. Yeah, TB is definitely good as a second main hero. You can see it right there. By the way, I think this content here is better balanced than Island 6 was before. It looks like we are crushing it, but that is because we're using Insane Burst. Those enemies can do damage, so I think it's very good. Another 9 chests here. There we have the Meme. Meme can be very dangerous. Will he continue on 5-star hero? Oh, that's serious. I don't know. Like, the thing was, it was my least watched PvP series. And it didn't really feel good making. I made a few episodes of that. And no, I don't think so. I don't think I really want to do that anymore, like this 5-star Arena series. Wasn't very fun. So it was fun for like 1, 2, 3 episodes, but then no. It felt like Super Train carried all the time. So yeah. I subscribed because of love your content. Thanks, Kappa Viking, appreciate it. When will we see the SSM Mockman? In the next fight, he's in there. Like here, there he is. He even did an attack already. I don't know. People are always complaining. I do my best to provide you with good content. There he is. There. Look at the screen. Here he is. Maybe you'll see him attacking. There. Even attacking. Star Arena is just a big flop from the age. Yeah, it kinda is. And this is, by the way, insane. DGN. Honestly, people underestimate DGN. Just such a nice hero. Though then again, GK Defier on her, and here we have GK Defier Hunter's Focus, so both pretty similar situation, and probably the tech not even that much different, so TBB in the end is still better. This is alright though. Did decent damage for not being a homeowner even. Who's the best first Transcendence? Like, just overall? Probably can't even say that. The thing is, it depends on how much you spend. If you spend a lot, you have other choices. If you don't spend a lot, there's this free-to-play strategy with, like, starting with LOEs and then probably, I think it was going for MFF. But you're talking to the wrong guy here. Like, I don't read up on early game. Not at all. I care for stuff like this. This is what I care about. End game, that's right. Star Arena is just a big flop from the age. I wouldn't even say that necessarily. It is pretty good game mode in terms of design now. It's alright. Some people really appreciate it. And you can get some easy free loot. And it includes PvP. No, I wouldn't say it's a flop. This one isn't. Because you can ignore it. Like, if you don't want to do it, then you just ignore it. And if you want to do some PvP, go in there, enjoy your time. And it's especially fun if you start on a new account and just collect like your full Garuda's team. I don't think Star Arena is a flop. Starland Arena is a flop. Try solo hero for campaign holo for challenge. It's not really a challenge because if I took out all of the heroes other than my TVP, then it's still pretty easy. Is DGN a support hero? Yeah, and the damage dealer at the same time. The market went up will drop again next gala. Yeah. Yeah, it will. Gabba Viking with the support! Thanks, mate! Appreciate it, the C tier already! That's very nice. Just made a video, by the way. Gabba Viking can watch that now. with the membership. For the members, where we pranked Jesus a little bit. We sent Jesus to the Shadow Realm. I just entered Void Horde 4, and what I did was I sent him to Depth Zero. Actually beat Jesus with Star Alchemist Holmes Young. So if you care about Star Alchemist Holmes Young and how well he does, we tried him against not Giro, Jesus, and sent him to Death Zero. It was quite fun. Is TB good or MFF the Fortrans in an LFA team? I really don't answer those questions anymore, to be honest. Sorry, mate, but like the thing is, people have this habit of asking me like, what is the best 4th Transcendence hero if I already have this? And they find every combination of that. Like every single combination. I've been legit asked what the best 8th Transcendence hero for them is. Like, mate, at one point you gotta know. Or you have like, maybe you saw TBB is good, just build her. Like, can't be that bad. You can still switch. It's not that devastating if you build the wrong Transcendence hero. Try TBB if it works, like, cool. If it doesn't work, no. If you need the Tenant, alright. If you need an SQH, build that. But like, oh, this question is so horrible. And it's following me. Natalie is Delasium, but on steroids. Delasium can do the spreading of the stuff a little bit better, actually. Well, at least in terms of damage over time, which was what we used Delasium for the most part. In terms of attribute reductions, DGN is king. So yeah. Rewards of all the new game contents, my opinion. It depends. Like, they now really like to do game modes that somehow include treasure shards. Like, put some treasure shards at the end of Force War, and you will see whales compete in it. Yeah, it works, obviously, because whales don't want to stand back and gain less buffs in Treasure Train. So obviously they're going to compete, but not really a big fan of that. And I think a lot of game modes, made a video about it yesterday actually, have a little bit of a dated reward system. I talked yesterday about how a lot of game modes don't really include the newer cores. We see Starland Arena missing like 14 cores or something. We see those chests that we get that we get here right now, only including 6 cores. And that is bad. So in terms of rewards on that, it is not very good. Sometimes people are not really rightfully angry on the in terms for the rewards. They say like, Void Horde has such bad rewards. But the thing is, sometimes that's okay to not have insane rewards on every single game mode. Void Horde just gives you extra drops for campaign. And the amount of drops you now get from campaign plus Void Horde is actually quite insane. It's actually quite insane how much loot you can get from that now. So for that is actually alright. We have other problems for other things that need to be addressed. We need more cores for free-to-play and low spenders now that we have DT, because free-to-play and low spenders should definitely be able to interact with DT. So I think DH should now go ahead and address this issue by giving them more options. Like, don't give out half cores in big events, give them full cores at least. Stuff like that could help so that people get like 3 or 4 noble cores at a relatively decent pace. They have to make a core swap feature in the near future or this game will die out. People are hard stock on certain comps, which make people burn out. Yeah, the swapping around part is certainly an issue. Interestingly enough, that gets now often addressed by other games. Versatility, swapping around teams, swapping around heroes. A lot of games found out that people don't like that and don't like to be stuck on this. So one thing that actually Eternal Evolution and one of the new games that I look at do is they say, okay, you don't level up all of your heroes anymore. What you do is you level up, let's say 5 heroes. Your 5 highest heroes decide on the level and on the stats of all your other heroes. So that is the way this works. And there is no hero-related leveling anymore. You don't level up your Star Alchemist Tom Young. You don't level up this. You just have 5 heroes that you level up. And the average level of those, or the lowest level that you have on those 5 heroes, is what you get. So this is like the way that other games approach this to really combat this type of, let's say, burnout. To not make you feel like, okay, I can't switch around. I have to use those heroes. And core swap feature is, if you want to run a system like that of the age, I think it is a necessity. It is a necessity because now cores are no longer like, like just a fun buff thing. Before we had Divine Power and DT, I would argue we don't really need the core swap feature, because then, well, okay, you switch to DTV, then you just don't have the core. It's not that bad. It's not that much of a problem, actually. It's just that it's an inconvenience. It's just a little bit of less damage, and you can work yourself towards that. It's okay. But now with Divine Power, if you switch to DTV, you don't have the core, then you don't have Divine Power, meaning you won't make the switch until you have the core. And that sucks. So, in my opinion, now we are actually at the point where we need core swap. And that's why I made the video yesterday. Yeah. Flame Shrine rewards are such a joke. Yeah, they are pretty old. They are pretty old. So it's not like... I talked a bit to the community manager after we killed the Flame Shrine boss. I told them, hey, like... Mate, we killed your Flame Shrine boss, maybe make a new one. And they were like, yeah, you will get a new one soon. So then they are not working on anything in terms of Flame Shrine. In a way, Star Expedition is Flame Shrine 2.0. It includes most of the stuff that I really care about. Like, we have a boss there, we have a leaderboard between clans, and we have rewards for killing them. We have everything that I want from Flame Shrine is in Star Expedition. So, that's why I guess they don't really care for that. World Boss, I am full on pro World Boss content. Like, nice if they bring it. Would be really cool. The fact that you get 20 guild coins for killing the Flame Shrine boss. Yeah, the thing is, that there is a reward is interesting, but it wasn't intended to be killed. It was actually, at the time they coded it, it was actually impossible to kill it. So, it was never like that they said, okay, yeah, that would be an interesting or a good reward for killing it would be 20 guild coins. It's just that they put that in there and thought nobody would ever see it. So that was the thing. I played the game with that system. I can announce it now that we are on this live stream, actually. During the coming week, if everything works out, we are actually going to look at another game. And we are going to do some live stream content. I'm definitely going to do a video. And we are going to look at a game called AFK Journey. And this game is actually a new game from the guys that made This Light, and they made AFK Arena. And AFK Journey it's not AFK Arena Part 2. It is a very new version of that. And a very interesting one. I actually looked at the game. It looks quite cool. Pretty cool graphics and some very nice system that I already saw. A very interesting combat system. Healers, tanks. We are going to look at that. We are going to, as I said, make a live stream and check it out. It is going to be released soon. It's not going to be released next week, actually. Next week there is going to be a beta about this game. Beta Voyage it is called. Was a pre-registration stuff. You had to get a place for that, and those guys contacted me. It's promotion, obviously, which is nice. It's my first time that we do stuff like this. They are very nice, very good people, and contacted me, wanted me to do one video about it, but I thought, well, let's take a look at the game. It looks quite cool. Maybe it will be interesting. So we do a bit more, actually, and do some stream. Take a look at it, because you have to take a look at the graphics and everything. There is a website for AFK Journey, and that's really quite impressive. It's really quite impressive how good it really looks. Like, the thing is, they wanted to make a mobile graphic, and I think it's probably one of the best that I've ever seen. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. And they told me I would be impressed, and I really am, actually. So yeah. Void Island Boss 3 is insanely strong. Yeah, he does deal a lot of damage, but then again, of course it is strong. He's meant to be the island boss of Void Island 3, so will be progressionally stronger. I have a question. If you need to regress Destiny hero, you need 20 soul symbols or just 10? Not 20, 10. Like the stuff in the Void Tree costs 10. Not Void Tree, Void. Like the replacement function there. Regression? Shouldn't that be regular regression then? Oh my god. I think I've never really regressed. I've never really regressed in Transcendency, right? I swapped them. Swapping is 10. There's a weird noise in my mic. Is it? I will listen to that. Maybe I'll find out. Obviously not during the stream. What kind of weird noise do you hear? I didn't really notice. I looked at the last video only for a short time though. Make a guild for subs in AFK Journey? I have no idea yet. I have no idea, Thomas. I have no idea what we're going to do, what we're going to look at. They have some story though, and they apparently plan to make like seasons, DLCs, every 4 months. They want to make some new story content. And I think that's quite interesting. So I would definitely want to take a look at that. Definitely want to take a look at the story. So we are going to do that. We are going to start off with a stream, I think, on Thursday. And on Thursday, we are just going to play the story, play the start of the game during a live stream, and we are going to see how that works out. Weird noise in the background. Okay, I will take a look at that after the stream. I think that's the best thing I can do. Right now, there isn't really any way for me to do something about it, and I hope it's not too annoying. So, hello Jared. Welcome to the stream, mate. Fun to see Mogma SSS mod even fully built. He is getting closer to being fully built. And he's getting closer to being fully built. We are on level 107 in the Void Tree and now actually 100x levels. Some high-pitched noise, it seems. Okay, very weird. Very, very weird. Don't know where this comes from. Maybe it's just my voice. We have to take a look at that. And for this stream, we'll have to live with it. But for the next stream, if there is something, I will have it fixed. I have same issue as you on Amazon, so I have no base power to boost my D3 and D2 Vulcan on Aspen. Yeah, it is very annoying actually. Because obviously, if you don't really get cores very frequently, then it's kind of bad. You can't really get further into the Destiny thing, and that is something that I don't really understand. It is a bit similar to what they did with cores. Not with cores, with Celestial Island, where they hard limited it with those master toolboxes. So yeah. Maybe a wire loose, I don't know. When you talk, there is this humming. Maybe it's just my voice, I don't know. It's a mic problem, I had a different noise, but still a noise. Maybe your microphone sensitivity is too high. I didn't change anything. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will take a look at it. We'll do some test recording. And then we'll see. But as I said, I didn't change a thing, so don't know where this is coming from. We're nearly done with this one. I don't hear any noise. Reverse 1999 is a gacha mobile with an incredible story and effects for mobile game. The team building lacks a dot of death row. You have to get the best of both worlds. Like story, if you have story in such a game, it is pretty cool. If you get campaign and content and all of that stuff, that's also pretty nice. But really a game needs both. You need to have a good depth with the heroes. You need to introduce new interesting heroes. And then also, I mean, it has to be entertaining. You have to have a good battle system. And in terms of battle and the mechanics, usually idle heroes did quite well. So that is alright. The only thing that we have though, we have those quality of life problems that they don't really get around to fixing, so it's a bit bad. At Zero, you don't really need to record it. I should hear it in my own recordings if it is a thing. I trust you that it's a thing. So obviously I have to record it and then I will see what it is and get to fixing it. Just not during the stream, obviously. Like starting to fix now would just be bad. So we're just going to go ahead with it. Is LFA overrated? Is he better than other Transcendence heroes in terms of damage? You can go to Brownie Gaming's channel. If you go to my channel, there's actually a link down below there. And he made a video about it. LFA is a good boss killer, but I don't really get the hype around him being good in PvE. He's decent in PvE at best. He deals pretty bad damage to most Void Campaign waves. Like if you take a look at my Amazon series, there is one episode where I switch from LFA to Mockman, and you can see how far we go in Void Campaign as soon as I do that switch. It's actually ridiculous. Like, he's not very good in Void Campaign, he's not very good in a lot of game modes actually. And he's definitely not the best hero in the game. He is the best boss damage dealer. But that's really about it. And without GK he's bad. Without GK he just deals half the damage. So, but that's the case for every single hero. It's not like he gains a ton from having GK. It's just half damage like for every other hero. I don't know why the hype about Lothar. Best Star Expedition hero. That's enough for having hype. Carried me to chapter 4. Yeah, the thing is his damage in comparison to the attack that you need isn't that great. Like, with way less attack on a Mockman, you could have probably achieved the same thing. He's a great support though. Like what I did on Amazon was I went for Star Swordsman Mockman main and then support by LFA, because the good thing is if you kill something with Mockman, then you also CC the entire enemy wave. So that's pretty good. 5-6 now. It's already the last one. I think we haven't done anything. What is GK? GK is Giant Killer. I really like this. Is incredibly easy for being Void Island Holo Campaign 5. Like really no problem at all. Even CC is great. Yeah, Rui with speed attack stone. I go Rui on LFA. Try to outspeed with my Mockman as well. It's not that easy though. DTV or LFA, which is better? For Void Campaign, definitely DTV. I would say the best damage dealer for Void Campaign is DTV, then probably Star Swordsman Mockman. And after that, I would not even be sure if I would say LFA. I would honestly say probably place 3 is TBB. DGN cries a nerf of SE. DGN is still insane though. But you could get a minus Betty for after price, and same thing you can CC with SSM. It's mostly about the waves that you can't really CC. Like as soon as TBB meets Valkyrie waves, she's just not going to win this unless you overpower it a lot. So at that point you really need another hero, and that hero is either going to be DGN or DTV. Hey there, Wraec, nice to see you. Welcome, Ahmed. Welcome to the stream. The thing with LFA is that he's good for free-to-play. For what reason? Because you need a lot of stats to make him work. Like, why is he good for free-to-play? He's good. I think you can easily do what I did on Amazon. Start off with just LFA, doing some stuff, clearing some content. You will be very good there because you can get some kills, get some CC out, and clear a lot of waves, actually. But then, as soon as you're done and can build some more heroes, I think you will want to switch to something better, like a Star Swordsman Mockman in that sense. I want to tell you thanks for all the advice and strategy you gave me for the Void Boss. I hope it helped, Ahmed. I hope it helped. I'm always happy to support where I can. And if it helped you, that's very nice. Wraecs, Sherlocks, yeah, both of them. Sherlocks, I mean, you can get past them with some good RNG, but still, yeah. SSM is worse than DTV for free-to-play? I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, like, it's an early game thing, so you're talking to the wrong person, really. But for me, on Amazon, it worked really well. It worked really well, and it didn't spend too much there. I can't really say something about free-to-play because the account is not free-to-play. But really, I'm mostly talking about endgame stuff here. If I say, like, he's better for Void Campaign, then I mean, like, Void Campaign endgame. When I'm gonna build an SSS hero, I'm still building up the Mockman. We're going to be done with that actually quite now, soon. Do you know if they fixed SDE bugs after your video? I was told they are fixed now, Thomas, and I was also told that she's not that great. We were hoping that the Destiny transition skills do trigger multiple times when she consumes more soul power. Like, she had this skill with like consuming 2 soul power, if I remember correctly. And transition power, I want to say. That when she does that 3 times, that she also triggers her DT 3 times, and that's apparently not the case. So she's fixed as far as I heard, but bad. So yeah. Doesn't need to score all the passives. Yes. I mean, like, you need less sublimation materials, but honestly, if you start off with DTV like I did on Amazon and then transition into SSM, you have these Destiny materials, the materials for him as soon as you switch to SSM. You will have a full sublimation LFA, and you can switch that over to SSM. The thing is mostly that you can't say you don't need a core. You obviously need a core. You need the core because you will get access to Destiny materials very early on. So that is now a part of early to mid-game scaling. Early to mid-game scaling will definitely include Destiny materials now. You will beat the first stage of the boss. It will work out. So saying you don't need a core is not right. Last stage already, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, I mean, like, you need more materials. So I wouldn't necessarily say, I don't know. Can you start off with SSM? Does that work well? There is a guide for that. I know that there is an SSM start guide, but I don't know if they really start off with SSM or if they start off with LFA as well. Because I don't regret starting off with LFA on Amazon. Yeah, Jared, I made a video about it. Why I choose Homes Young. So actually, one of my last videos is exactly that. Last stage. Surprisingly easy. Surprisingly easy. Can our Mockman finish it? He has no GK, but he still gets kills here. He has no GK, he's not a homeowner, but still gets kills. It's actually quite ridiculous. Look at that. Didn't even do bad. No GK, no DT, nothing. Dragon City. Now we are going to play AFK Journey. Arnia is crazy with Destiny. She is one of the crazy Destiny heroes, yeah. There are currently 3 heroes that I would say are going to be God tier Destiny rank 6 heroes. It's BQA, is SSM, and is Star Alchemist Young. Those are going to be like the best heroes that we are going to see. And BQA is just a hero that was considered bad for a very long time by a lot of heroes. And they weren't too wrong. She wasn't that great. Now she is actually quite great. So that's a good thing. Last one. I think we're done. Actually done here. That wasn't difficult for a single second. I mean, they have to have nerfed this here as well. Like the Void Island 4. They have to have nerfed this. Because this was really difficult. This was really, really, really difficult. And honestly, Island 5 was easier than 4. So I think, and I heard some rumors about that, that they actually nerfed Island 4. We have to see that. There are heroes that work better as support and damage dealers than Aranea. Destiny rank 6 changes her massively, makes her actually quite insane. BQA is an insane Destiny rank 6 hero. Like, really god tier. If we were talking rankings here at this point, we are talking about S tier ranking for Stark Storm Young, SSM, and BQA. Those are like the top heroes at Destiny rank 6 now. BQA actually has the easiest trigger condition of any hero on Destiny rank 6. If you watch my video about the Stark Storm Young stuff, I talked about frequency. How often can you trigger your Destiny rank skill? And the initial one of her is when an ally's active skill successfully hits a target. That's the same as Stark Storm Young. But at Destiny rank 6, when an ally's basic attack or active skill, so basically any ally attacking triggers her DT. Any ally, doesn't matter. So we can trigger those 6 times around, no matter if we have energy or not. Like for Stark Storm Young, you still need energy. For her, you don't even need that. So that is the ridiculousness of BQA. Quite insane. Yeah, just if you rolled an A- copy and have GK on him, he can be very well worth it. Do you think to focus on my LFA with the Destiny or parallel the Destiny source with his tenants? Ahmed, the thing is you should always work towards the next temple upgrade. I made a video, a guide about Destiny Transition. I would recommend you check that out, because Destiny Transition there, I explained all of this stuff as well. But always work towards the next temple upgrade. That is the best thing that you can do. I will do that as well, because Transition Temple, you can see level up. Now I can see what I need to do. And you can see we get Divine Power from the temple. No, not there. There. Divine Power. So at 10 you get 6 Divine Power from the temple. And in total you can get up to 9 Divine Power. And 9 Divine Power by itself is already a 90% damage boost. And you get that on top of the Destiny rank. So at this point, you have 15 Divine Power really. Because if you have a Destiny rank 6, that gets 9 Divine Power Temple boost, you have 15 Divine Power, 150% damage boost. Insane. Is there someone who's making or using her? Want to check it out? Quadzilla is using her, but not at Destiny rank 6 yet. But we actually have a good copy. That's the thing, we actually have a good copy. I want to set her up at one point. We have this copy, not really great attack or HP, but speed is nice. And speed is actually king if you want to have DT. Because you can attack very fast, get your DT running, and then every teammate that's following her and attacking after her will trigger her DT. So it's actually very nice. DJN Homeowner worthwhile? Yeah, can be worthwhile. It's a good hero. And has a good Destiny skill as well. Not as good as BQA, Zai or SSM, but still very good. I have DGN as MFF tenant currently. I often have that as well, because she does very well without really being a homeowner. But then again, I have 38 million attack on her without being a homeowner, so yeah, that's another thing. That's actually my role, by the way. Crit, Fear, Immunity, Giant Killer, Fire. Also very nice. Bot with answers. I have a bot with answers called TussiBot. We already have that on the Discord. So there are a lot of things already in there. Just not for every topic. But oftentimes I have a guide or something. I really don't mind if somebody asks questions to point out the guide and say, okay, yeah, well, we have this guide there. You can check that out. Just don't ask me to search for it on YouTube for you. I don't want to do that. Senior video, it was awesome. It helped me see more things more clear for Destiny and Temple. We will focus on Temple. Nice, Ahmed. Very good. I'm sure you can do it. Like, Temple level will really help you. It's the reason why I have 9 Divine Power on her, for example. While she's only Chaos and gets 3 Divine Power here. So that she has 9. It's like an insane boost. You can see how much Divine Power all of the heroes here get. I mean, obviously, with more attack, she will deal more damage. That's like the thing. or attack means more damage. But DGN is a bit more complicated if you want to do good damage with her, because the biggest part of her damage comes from this, like deals extra 1000 attack damage for every 1 attribute reduction effect the target has. So it's not that easy to set up. It's not like DTV, where you just say, okay, we put him in there and she's going to deal damage in one way or the other, it's going to work out. DGN needs some team to support her, to provide attribute reductions, and that is really important for her. And then she will deal huge damage, so it's way harder to set up. Usually I just say, okay, focus on a DTV, focus on one of those good heroes. Is G-Star good? I love G-Star. Honestly, great hero, and I don't get to use him. Because, well, I can't put resources on him. He's more of a fun hero. I loved using him in Flame Shrine. He did great numbers in Flame Shrine. I'm sure I could do some insane stuff right now if we could just set him up. But setting him up right now would be a waste. It would not work out well. And they did him very dirty with his Destiny transition skill as well. Because his Destiny transition skill has the advantage is only when an ally's basic attack successfully hits a target. And we often use him in full energy feats, so it just doesn't work out very well. We can never trigger his skill. He has a good Destiny transition skill, aside from this one thing. It's only when an ally's basic attacks hits a target. He is on the, he's so close to being a god tier hero. Because he has all of this stuff that's Star Alchemist Holmes Young and BQA and stuff, the stuff that makes them great. Because he can trigger his skill in theory 6 times around. But it's only on basic attack. So for our PvE needs, he's not even really there. He's not even really insane. I could build such an insane team if it was just that he could trigger on active skill as well. But just he doesn't, so it's quite sad actually. Is it worth rushing Destiny Transition level 1 for my Aspen? Well, you should invest into Destiny Transition, yeah. I have a weird account, so I am using MFG. It's alright to use MFG, he just has a more difficult time clearing most content, that's a bit of the problem here. But I could do some insane stuff with him, I'm pretty sure of that. Ezreal is good too, Ezreal is my main. Ezreal has some, I don't know, his DT is horrible. Like his DT is so weird. The problem with that is he needs to take damage, then he can consume his transition power, then he deals damage to the enemies. This part would be okay, but the problem is half his skill set is built around him being dead. And when you are dead, you can't take damage, you can't do active skills, you can't do basic attacks. So when he's dead, he can't gain transition power. So his DT doesn't work. Half of the time, or half of the skill set is designed around the time where his DT doesn't even work. So you have to keep him alive, and then at some point he has to die because it's weird. Like, I don't know. So I don't really like LDA's skill set in that sense. So it's a bit weird. Yeah. Actually do. There is one. There we have a Nirvana SSM. We can fight no one. I don't think no one minds. But my team is a bit more bursty than his. I don't know if he can survive. Yeah. Destiny rank 6. Nirvana SSM. Ah, I'm not taunt immune. Now he can actually win. Let's see. Let's see what he does to us. I think he was going to murder us. Oh, we are double taunted. We're double taunted. I'm not sure if this is going to be good for him. You'll see. Oh, that's some huge damage. Ah, but he's losing HP. It's a scary team. But I think that would have looked... Ooh, there he's gone. I think that would have looked a lot worse, actually. if we weren't taunted. And there we go. So it's still a scary hero, you could see it here. Tons of damage actually, and he's still rerolling it. He doesn't have a god roll on it yet. And it's actually quite insane. Star Alchemist Storm's Young, still a bit more insane, I feel like. I have the highest temple level that you can have right now. So there's nobody that has more. There are people that have the same temple level, but you can't have temple level 11 yet. Just doesn't work. I got all the temple materials that you can get right now, aside from a few materials in Void Campaign, because Void Horde, if we go back and here, if we go Void Horde, you can actually be a bit further than me. Jesus, for example, is like at 40% or something. So, yeah. They did almost all Assassins dirty with Destiny. Most of them don't really got a good one, yeah. I think MFG is nearly the best, I think. Like, if you use him in PvP, it can be quite good. It's not like you don't get basic attacks in PvP. It's just that the idea and the thing that you want to do is you want to go into PvE and use him. You want to do boss damage with MFG. And they gave him a Destiny transition that just doesn't really support that. What do we have here? After releasing active skills or basic attacks. As one of those like SDEs types things. Though those aren't too great. It's damaged, yeah, but it's not very nice. I like his. Like, it's not perfect, it's not insane, but if you have 12 transition power, consumes 12 layers of them, and then you have 1000 attack, divine retribution, and a good chance for Seal of Light. So, yeah, that's the thing. I showed Jesus' lineup in the video for the members already. I'm not going to show it again. Now, what other assassins do we have? We looked at LDA. We don't really have a lot, do we? We have like SFX, we looked at her. We looked at LDA. We looked at LOS. And we looked at MFG. And also like all of our assassins already. Interesting. Gagi's Destiny. Or what's Gagi's Destiny? I don't even know. Destiny 6, when 12 has 12 layers of transition power, consumes 12 layers of them. 2000 attack damage to all enemies, and we have the judgment side. It's alright. It's like not really god tier. It's a decent skill. The 12 transition power ones are like decent, but not insane. There's like not a single 12 transition power skill where I say like, oh, that's the most broken hero in the game because of that. They're like, okay, the normal hero really has to carry a little bit to make that work. What with for the members, for YouTube members, I posted one yesterday where we fought Jesus' team with the Star Alchemist Storm's Young team. But I'm not sure. In the last live stream, we also fought Jesus. Yeah. And we have to see what Patricia is really going to do. That's going to be interesting as well. But she's a ranger again, so it's not really an assassin. What do we have here? HP damage reduction, control immunity attack. It's like nice. A damage reduction, HP, that was what we were looking for in the past. But the rest of it, it's like some extra damage here. I didn't quite understand why people said like, oh, she's very good. Finally a good normal hero again. Like, okay, yeah guys, because everybody is using a normal hero. Because you guys are using normal hero damage dealers, right? A lot of normal hero damage dealers out there that we use. Like, it makes no sense. The question for normal heroes is she better at early game than Eloise? No? Okay, we use Eloise. And then we are done with normal heroes. All normal hero damage dealers just compete against Eloise, and then if they are not support, then we don't use them. And then it's just the question, oh, is she a good tenant? Oh, she's a decent tenant. Alright, nice. And then we also look at her and try to see what would the next version of that be. She looks like LOS, honestly. We have this after image of wings with some debuff stuff. We have this layer stuff here. We have some multiple attack damage. So doesn't really seem like a support. Seems like a damage dealer, honestly. There was some other stuff in there I saw. If self-control immunity buffs. Is the question if this is going to be good against TVB. So yeah. Eilamag Destiny is Eilamag is not the best Destiny. Eilamag is actually pretty bad Destiny. Thomas Keen, I don't know if they designed Gegi for that, but like he is. He certainly is a very good, a very difficult enemy for it. I don't think we really saw the best teams for him yet. It's just like we kind of want to. I would want to build Gegi. I like Gegi, but it's difficult to include him in a team because you would have to build him for that. And this game doesn't make it easy for you to build like non-meta heroes to try them. I could see a team work with like SSM, maybe with BQA, put Starkem Tom Xiang in there, add a Gegi, add a PDE, add maybe an SQH or a TBB, and you're pretty good with that. Do you do frequent live streams in specific times or random? It's pretty random. Often you can see me if there is like a big event. You can see me on Friday, and on Fridays like at 17, 18 p.m. That's usually the time. Yeah. But it's not like you can check the old live streams maybe for that, for your own time zone. New video idea, best 5 Destiny heroes. I kind of plan a little bit like that. Not sure if it's going to be best 5 Destiny heroes, but because really there are 3. There are 3 and they are the best Destiny heroes. But best Destiny heroes I can see myself doing. What time zone I'm in? Yeah, that switches with winter and summertime. Currently are GMT +1. Is it currently GMT +1? Yeah, it's GMT +1. You can just look for Berlin. Time in Berlin. I'm not living in Berlin, but it's the same time. It's just one time zone in Germany. I built Patricia, by the way. I built her like 3 times. We have 1 copy here, 1 there, 1 there. I built her 3 times. It's not like I'm planning to use her, but I just did that. I noticed I have a lot of Euro promotion stones. I was complaining about not having them in the past. And then now I checked that out and now I suddenly had them. Hey Wraec, what's up? Brownie, we just cleared Holo Campaign 5 and it was super easy. Like, I don't know what you think about that, but I remember struggling with Void Island 4 and it being super difficult, and now I cleared Void Island 5 and I noticed somebody from my server was faster than me. Usually those guys didn't even clear 4. Now a lot of them cleared 4, and one guy even cleared 5, but that's Godsmaker. Godsmaker is strong. Godsmaker's really strong. Godsmaker and Malefernox are both really strong, to be honest. I don't know when the next gala is going to be, Andre. What are your 3 now? 3 best Destiny heroes. EQA, Star Alchemist Tom Xiang, Star Swordsman Mockman. They have the strongest Destiny skills. Best support combos. Oh, I don't know really about support combos. Like, I mean, you have the standard issue stuff. You have like PDE against CC if you want to do that. You have MFG for some survival with all damage reduction scaling and some poison damage scaling. But you really, I don't think like there is this insane combo and use those 2 heroes together and you have like some effect. It's just like you kind of have to know all of the Transcendent support. You kind of have to know them all. Island 4 was rough, but I don't think I ever saw that they announced that they nerfed it. I just think they did it because it was like scaled like Void Island 6, and then they nerfed Void Island 6, so they also nerfed Holo Campaign. It's insane how much they nerfed it though. We were at this. I was struggling to kill it within 15 rounds. That was like the thing, Brownie. And now I clear Holo Glacier 5 on turn 1. Poach him like you poached all of Mythos. I didn't poach Mythos, Salty. I wrecked it. And I was like, I don't know, I think Starbit sent me a message and he said like, Wraec, you should talk more often in the Mythos Discord. There are so many nice people in Mythos. And I'm like, no, yeah, I can just talk in OP Discord. There are so many nice people from Mythos in OP Discord. Which was mean. But yeah. I'm fishing for DGN ideas. You just want to have like Star Alchemist Tom Xiang and then probably do some attribute reduction stuff, because what you can do is like you can go in here. If we check out the Destiny transition, if you trigger that multiple times, where is it actually? No, not this one. If you trigger this one 6 times around, and then multiply that with DGN, you can just nuke the attack on enemies. So that is one thing that works. I think we did an hour now. We cleared Holo campaign. I think that's enough for today, actually. A little bit of a shorter live stream today. I will investigate this microphone thing. We'll listen into that if I hear that strange noise you guys were talking about. Maybe it's just my voice being strange today. But I think that was it. Thank you guys for sticking around. Was an entertaining live stream. Not too big this time, but few Holo campaign clears. Surprisingly easy, I have to say. Thank you guys for sticking around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.